When you go away for a while and you look at it and come back and look at it and you realize this is a weird place, you know? It's a weird place to be from, and it's weird to see how people do things here. We are very weird. We're a bunch of weirdos, and it's funny to see this, how this society kind of like functions and what drives it and how people think here. I think there's more sheep in Iceland than there is people. Yeah, not counting the tourists though. real people. God, don't use that. I was a terribly picky eater as a kid. I was annoying. But you know, looking back on it and thinking about it versus how people eat now, nothing that I ate was like processed. It was just, if you needed a fish, you just bought a piece of fucking fish and you cooked it with some potatoes. It was in 1997. The financial boom was happening here. Everybody was rich. And I was working in a beautiful place on the west side of town, on top of a hotel. It was built in the 60s. And we were importing, I think that's when I had enough, when we were importing fish from the Mediterranean. We're flying over a continent and an ocean to bring fish to an island. That's just fucking stupid, isn't it? And I thought, I gotta change scenes. Going to meet my vegetable lady in Flúðir, so we just see what's in store and what we can use for the upcoming Christmas season. So locally sourced and grown vegetables is something I always go for, even though it's in the middle of the winter. It's still, the vegetables I get from there are extremely fresh. And that just really matters. If you eat something that was in the ground the same day, it really shines through in the flavor. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Flavor, 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 flavor.
Ertu bróðurinn að rossa hennar?
Nei, það er systir hennar mömmu og Sigga hennar. Sigga hennar, systir hennar mömmu.
Já, þú ert barnið, já.
It's just such a really typical Icelandic conversation I was having with Ragnar down there, just, you know, who you're related to and just casually talking about tax evasion and, you know, quintessential like Icelandic woman, you know, hardworking to the end, you know. She couldn't help herself, you know, picking up a few carrots, and it's just this endless work enthusiasm. It's like a signature thing for these kind of people. You know, Icelandic farmers, they never stop working. We try not to do traditional stuff, as in technique-wise. We just use classical, you know, I wouldn't call it European, I would just say European techniques based on the New Nordic cuisine. But we always go for that Icelandic flavor. And you gotta think, what is the flavor? It's a lamb smoked or lamb shit. That's a unique flavor. It's the seaweeds that we use. The best stuff is what you find right here in the edge of the tide. This black stuff here has a distinct taste and smell of truffles. Oh. Free truffles, huh? That's just nutrition, basically. You get that from the sea kales and the seaweeds. You get vitamin C from them and avoid scurvy. I guess at the end of the day, it all comes down to survival. For example, that shark. That fucking shark. Fermented shark. It's very healthy, but the taste of it is an acquired one, to say the least. If you catch a shark, it's like fucking 5, 6, 10 meters. There's a lot of meat, and of course you're gonna eat that because that's gonna keep you and your family like fed over the winter. And you figure out a way how to store it and how to like process it so it's edible, so you can, you know, survive. There was drafted a little dogma around Nordic cuisine, which I try to follow in a way, but I like steering away from it. For like tomatoes, for example. It's not really an Icelandic thing, is it? Well, it is now. We have the geothermal greenhouses, and not a lot of people have that, and nobody in the north has that advantage. And of course we use it. Of course we use the fact that we can get vegetables from those greenhouses all year round. We're making the tomatoes we got from the geothermal greenhouse. I've just cooked them very gently and quickly in caramelized way. And get some of the cooking liquids on top. And of course, you gotta use a bit of dill oil. Barley, that's been from the East Coast. And then on top, we're gonna put a buttermilk sorbet. If you could basically do everything, you wouldn't be creative at all. That is the key to creativity, when you like limit yourself. I try to limit everything with 3 items on a dish, or 3 flavor components. I mean, there's 3 guys in Nirvana. That worked. It should work on a plate as well. Don't put violins in there. It works like this.